In this edition of War on Cops, we have one guy. He ended up killing 2 deputies, and yet we didn't hear anything about this nationwide. Now, this guy that's going to court, this actually happened in November, so it wasn't that long ago. Now, you have a double murder of police officers, and yet it flew underneath the radar. How did that happen? Let's go roll the clip.
You've been charged with the offense of murder. You understand that?
Yes, sir, I do.
Ralph Elrod is accused of shooting Sergeant Patrick Sondren and Deputy Daryl Smallwood in Peach County on Sunday, November 6th. Last Tuesday, while Elrod was still in the hospital, a judge came to his room to hold a first appearance on the charge for killing Sondren. Since Deputy Daryl Smallwood died, Elrod faces a second murder charge. He now faces a total of 6 charges, 2 for murder and 4 on aggravated assault.
Carries a maximum penalty of death. You understand that?
Yes, sir, I do.
Today, Judge Tillman self-recommended he seek legal counsel. Elrod asked the state to appoint an attorney for him. We've been out here in Elrod's neighborhood multiple days. He lived in the home just behind me here. Now, we knocked on the doors of 6 neighbors surrounding his house, and only one answered the door, saying the only interaction she ever had with Elrod was waving on the road. We've tried other ways to find out more information about Elrod, even requesting his electrician's license application from the Secretary of State's office. They denied our request under the state's open records law. The Peach County Sheriff's Office says they had no prior record of calls to the Elrod home or the neighborhood. Now, last week, the GBI says Elrod's son is a deputy with the Jones County Sheriff's Office. We reached out to the Sheriff's Office to talk to Elrod's son. We've yet to hear back.
Now, the 2 deputies, one was named Daryl Smallwood, 39, and the other one, Patrick Sondren, 41 years old. Now, originally, one of them died. The other one was in the hospital, but the other one had succumbed to their injuries. Then they got into a shootout with this guy. Now, the reason why we are doing the War on Cops, for those who may be just subscribing, they're put out a propaganda in the media that states that black people, or the code word for black people is Black Lives Matter, is so anti-police and want to harm police and all this other stuff. But yet, black people aren't the leaders of harming cops or killing cops. And it's funny how if it's Daquan or Andre shoot a cop, it's nationwide coverage. But when this fool killed 2 police officers, nothing is said. No all lives matter, no blue lives matter, no coming up with a blue lives matter law, or none of this stuff. It's nothing said at all. It seems to me that these police officers' life don't matter if a white person kill them. That's what the media nationally, that's what these internet people is showing me as well. These internet platforms that talk about, war on cops and how blacks are about cops, blacks this and blacks that, but yet they do not speak up at all for police officers. So it let me know that their mission about police officers and supporting police officers is only based upon race. And if you're only supporting police officers based upon race, then you don't support them at all. You don't. Because, so these police officers' life doesn't matter at all? They're not part of the brotherhood? They wasn't doing their community a service? I mean, this guy was a thug. He's shooting with police, right? He wasn't following lawful orders. He wasn't doing what he was told. And we don't hear anything about it. No half staff for the flags, no national mourning, no nothing for these police officers. Not a word. But if this was Daquan, I promise you, it would have been all over the news. Make sure when these War on Cops stories happen that we're posting, post this to every conservative media outlet and even also those on the internet, and ask them, did this officer or officer's life matter? Just ask that question. Because it seems to us, as we keep covering this, their life don't matter if it's a white thug killing white police officers. Let me know in the comments what you think about this. Share the video, like the commentary, and subscribe for more news stories.